just so you know, the Torch RTA by DigiFlavor. This is their new single or dual coil, really a dual coil RTA that they've come out with. Some unique things, some good things, some things that you've seen before, and also, in my opinion, kind of hideous option as well. But DigiFlavor, first of all, hasn't come out with a product in a while. You know, I haven't seen really anything come out from them in a while. So it's kind of nice, refreshing to see them come out with a dual coil RTA and a product. So let's dive down. I'm going to show you the Torch RTA. Wick it up. I already have a build in it that I've been using. Some stills, all that good stuff. Come back up top. Pros and cons, final thoughts. Sit tight. So what's up, guys? We're at the close-up of DigiFlavor's new Torch RTA. This is the package that mine came in. Well, yours might come in a different package. Possibly. Okay, so don't mind that. All right, we'll look at that in a second. It's the stainless steel version. Torch RTA. Comes in 6 colors. Stainless steel, gunmetal, black, rainbow. You're going to get an additional bubble glass. Holds 6 mLs of e-liquid. User manual. You're going to get some Ni-80 fused Clapton coils. Okay, and some shoelace cotton. You're going to get some O-rings, a tool, Phillips head flathead on that bad boy, a 510 adapter, Delrin. You're going to get some additional flathead grub screws, stainless steel and gold. Okay. And another 810 Delrin drip tip as well. Nice design. I like the logo. It's kind of simplistic, easy, appealing to the eye. This is a top fill, top airflow, and a little bit of side airflow RTA. You have a Delrin 810 drip tip up top. Pop that out. So the top looks like 810 drip tips should fit. All right. Adjustable airflow. Whatever you do to that side, we'll do it to the other side. Nice tension to it, and then you have a knurling to do to fill it. Pop that off. Sorry about that. You got your kidney channels, right? That's the top. It's like a half turn. Bing. It's like quarter of a turn. Quarter of a turn. It does say DigiFlavor down below. DigiFlavor. Then if you look down here, it says Torch RTA by DigiFlavor. Serial number. You have a non-adjustable 510 pin. It is protruding. It's not like, it is hybrid safe. I just wish that was a little bit better of a 510, like a normal 510, but I'll explain to you probably why they weren't able to put a normal 510 in there. And then you pull this off. All right, it's the inner chimney. Then you have the inner chimney. All right, and I've seen this chimney before. I think this was the Zeus RTA, I believe. So it's got side airflow right there, and then it's got some holes for the top. So it does have like top and side coming from the coil. You got some notches in there, right? Conical design in there. O-ring up top. And then this will just go in there like so. All right, and those line up to the deck, okay? Now, it didn't come with a straight glass, which is a little bit unfortunate. It does have a black O-ring, which I don't mind. It matches the drip tip, number one. Number two, black O-rings are a lot better than clear O-rings. Clear O-rings just aren't as good as black O-rings. They say that, like when I was designing some products, they said that clear O-rings are more expensive, which they could be. They probably are, but they're not as good. So it's just kind of interesting how they're more expensive, but not as good as black ones. So then you got the deck here. All right. Now, what's cool about this RTA is down under here, this silicone piece, there is an LED light. All right. They put it in the bottom under the silicone. All right. So let me take off this silicone. So I took off the silicone gasket, and there's another silicone piece under there. So I was trying to get to it to show you, but you might be able to see it. There's just like little dots under the silicone, and that's where the light's coming from. So you're hitting the fire button. It's creating the positive connection to fire the coils, and that's also creating the light to turn on. It's a postless style deck. All right, you can do a single or a dual coil. One in there, slide it to the middle. All right, it's got flat heads. It's got gold for the positive, stainless steel for the negative. I do wish they were all stainless steel. I guess they're trying to, indicate what's positive and what's negative. For people that maybe don't know how to vape or first RTA that they've built on. Wicking channels, those little notches right there line up to the chimney that I showed you. And it's kind of like a Dead Rabbit-esque style deck, or the Yup RTA style decks. So they're angled upwards. Or the Dead Rabbit V2 RTA style deck, which we've seen before. And we're gonna do a build. Well, I've already done a build on the gunmetal one that I have, which is right here. Okay, but so I'm gonna take it out, and we're gonna do another build, or put the build in. I'll just re-wick it. I don't know. I don't see the point of putting new coils in it. I'm just gonna re-wick it. Alright, there's the coils. That's the position. I cut the leads at 5.5. And then I just dropped them in, raised them up a little bit, and cut them up from under. That's pretty much all I did. These are Wraps Flat Babies NI90 Aliens 0.11 for dualies. Comes out to 0.1. And we're going to re-wick this bad boy. And I'll show you how to wick it, because that is the most important part of the build and wick tutorial. It's really a wick that's most important on RTA. So sit tight. the Torch RTA by DigiFlavor. At the top of the, I never can pronounce his mod, Vandy Vape and Suck My Mods, on my Gore, I don't know how to even pronounce it. I love this mod. I still use it daily, all the time. Love this thing. But yeah, it's not about that. It's going to be about the RTA. So I got wraps coils inside, flat babies, 0.11, shows up as a 0.1, have it at 105 watts, and it's a vape. Top airflow, wide open, wide open. Really nice vapor production. Really nice smooth airflow. So, all right, pros and cons of the Torch RTA. What do I have to tell you about this one? Hopefully the audio is better. I kind of try to get this a little bit closer so I don't have to, like, you know, whatever. Anyways, 6 mLs of e-liquid Pro. Doesn't come with a straight glass. I would have liked to seen it come with a straight glass. If it's on a mod that, I think this is 24 millimeters in diameter as well. I'm not sure. There's nothing online in the information that they gave me a big description. I've gone through it all. I've looked at all the, you know, the specifications, the selling points, you know, everything that this thing entails, and nothing said anything about the diameter of it. I think it's 24 millimeters in diameter, because I've had maybe 25. I don't know, 24 or 25. Could be 25. Dual coil, the deck. So pros and cons. The deck of it is something that we've seen before, like the Dead Rabbit V2, the Yup RTA. It's nothing new there. And honestly, that doesn't bother me one bit. You want a deck that is easy to build on. Extremely easy to build on is always better. This is really easy to build on, so I'm going to have to give it a pro for that. The one con, the one selling point, the main, I guess, selling point that they've been selling on it is that it's got an RGB light inside of it. You see that light? I don't know if you can see the light from here. Anyways, now the RGB light, man, I don't like the light. I think it's like, if you're in public, forget about it. People are gonna be like, what the, you know, like, I wish they, and then I tried to disassemble the light, but you'd have to get under the deck. The 510 isn't adjustable. It doesn't have a flat head on it, so there's no real way to deactivate. I wish they even put, like, they should have put like a switch, a small switch somewhere on the bottom, like just a small switch to be able to deactivate or activate the light. If they're going to put an RGB light in an RTA, in an atomizer, they should have it so it turns off and on, because I don't want it on. Maybe you're in public, maybe it's dark out. Like, I'm just saying, like, you know, in a use case scenario, you might be going out and you grab, not thinking about it, you grab your mod and it's got the Torch RTA on it, and then you're out in public, maybe post-COVID at a bar or out with friends, or it's nighttime and you're vaping away, and then you can see you from a mile away. So I don't like the RGB light in it. You know, I wish they just got rid of the RGB light completely and just did without it, but at least have a switch that you can shut it on and off. So that's a con in my book. But that does not take away from this RTA. Very nice top fill. Easy, quarter turn, open it, fill it, close it. No issues filling it whatsoever. Pro. Top airflow. Nice, smooth. Now, the amount of airflow on this, I have to compare this to the Arbiter RTA. I really do. I have to compare it to the Arbiter RTA, because that RTA has been my favorite amongst all RTAs that have come out, like, in the past till current. That is my favorite RTA, hands down, across the board. The Arbiter wins it. There was some, like, the grub screws sucked, you know, but the performance is like almost an RTA experience. It's absolutely phenomenal. If you haven't picked up the Arbiter, you know, I recommend to pick it up. But getting back to the Torch RTA. So the airflow on this wide open is less airflow than the Arbiter, you know, but it is not far away. I feel like it's not far. I wish it had more airflow a little bit. I think it's almost perfect the way it is. I love the airflow wide open the way it is. I do wish it had a little bit more airflow for the people that like more airflow than I do. And for anybody that's watching, you know who you are, okay? It's a really good airflow. And it's got side airflow and it's got top airflow. They took like the Zeus X RTA chimney and they put it in, and I think, I can't remember, I haven't looked at it, but I think they added the top holes, and maybe it looked maybe it's the same as the Zeus X RTA. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was the Zeus X RTA that had that same chimney. It had to be, right? The Zeus X. It had to be. I feel like it's different. You can take the deck out with it full and it won't leak out because of the inner chimney. It's in the inside inner chimney, so that's good. You don't have to worry about that. Performance on this RTA is one of the best. I mean, it's neck and neck with the Arbiter. It really, really is. I don't know if this one's better than the Arbiter or the Arbiter's better. They're very, very close. Meaning that this is one of the best vapes I've gotten off an RTA. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It vapes really good. Great flavor. The flavor has to get a 9.5 to a 10 on flavor. The Arbiter's 10. This one's got to either be 10 or 9.5. It's very tough to tell. I've been actually vaping on this more than the Arbiter. I've been having to test it, yes. But I've been like going to work and I'm like, do I grab the Arbiter? Do I grab the Torch RTA? I've been grabbing the Torch RTA. It's a little bit more restrictive than the Arbiter, but it is not too restrictive. And man, it just vapes really fucking well. It just vapes awesome. The only problem with it is the light. Out in public, I'm at work, I'm outside, like I don't want to grab any attention towards me vaping. The cloud is enough, you know? I don't want to grab any additional attention. And this brings more attention. So besides that, it's a really, really good RTA. This thing vapes and performs awesome. The wicking, it wicks great. You want to thin out your cotton like I did. You want to keep them a little bit long. There's some distance to travel. You're going to have to keep a little bit longer than you think for the wicks, especially when you thin it out, so you can drop it in and it sits in there. But it's very easy to wick, very easy to build. I don't get gurgling. I don't get spitback. I don't get... very rarely do I get dry hits. I just wick this, so a tendency with Kendo, it takes a little bit of time for it to, break in. It's just a great vape. It really is. This thing is absolutely tremendous. I highly recommend the Torch RTA. So, I don't know how much it's going to be. It's not anywhere online yet. It's probably like 35 to 40 bucks, you know, like it usually is. I wish it did come in a straight glass. I think I already mentioned it. I'm going to mention it again just to make sure. I love it. I really, really, really do. Besides the 510, that's another con. The 510 on it, I wish it was a flathead 510 where you could like adjust it and maybe take it out, take the deck off, and somehow get to that RGB light and like deactivate it somehow. The pros definitely outweigh the cons on this one. 2 thumbs up from me besides the RGB. But that's what I got for you today, guys. Hope you found the video helpful, informative. Stay juiced up, screw lighten up. Don't waste your bandwidth not being subscribed to the channel. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.